All right, Spanish. Good luck, buddy.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry down for Jordan Howard. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll drop to throw.
Oh, come on.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And this is going to be incomplete.
What was that,
You
Madden?
can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively.
On,
several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
That's what I did, all right.
On second down, here's Goff.
Good play.
That's incomplete. When I watched that,
all right,
I
I gotta
thought about what my coaches
focus
have told
here.
me in the past. The biggest teaching point: get your head around, locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
All right, here we go.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Goff.
Oh, come on, there's no way.
Incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight.
Frustrating.
He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to air one out.
Oh, you better go get that. Come on,
It's
man.
knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it
Good
was
call.
well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. And he fires one.
We got
that's
that one.
intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara.
There's nowhere to go. Don't go down. No. I'm going down. I'm going down.
Inside the 10 to the
I'm not going to cheat you, I
7-yard line.
promise.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second
I
down.
wouldn't do that to you.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On second down, Scott, and he'll be brought down this time at the
Oh,
5-yard
that's not
line.
good.
What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he threw an interception. Good stops on the first 2 downs. It brings up a key 3rd down.
Back to throw, Goff. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Goff hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
Nice catch. Touchdown. Nice catch, offense. Good job, offense.
Oh, that sucks.
Now the try here for the point after. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll set up to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw.
Oh, why did he do that? Come on, man.
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down.
Good
I don't
play.
care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Detroit! Detroit! Check.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. This is Howard on 2nd down.
Oh, come on.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
back to throw now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Campbell. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Campbell.
Come on.
And
come
down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll give to Howard, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Oh, good play.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally, you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
Ooh.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. A give. This is Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Good defense.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Gone. Toward the center of the field.
Oh, boy.
Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, here's Goff.
There's no way.
Incomplete.
Oh my
Certainly looked like he needed
God.
to convert there on third down, but
There's no
what
way a
an effort
cornerback
to get
flips his
hand on
hips that
one,
fast.
knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Drawling. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw on 2nd down is gone. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
Go. Have it, ball. Single, single, single slot, single slot.
gun. Gone. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field.
God
So
darn
let's
it.
see about the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Now gone. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. And room there to work it inside the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down now, Scott. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And
That
at least
didn't
get
work
him
at all.
inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And he's got it. Touchdown,
that was a throw.
Saints. In for the score. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Fighting throw. And he'll get across the 20 before
Well,
he's
that was a
brought
tough
down
kick return, wasn't
at
it?
about the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting
All
ready
right.
to go as they take the field. And 2
Need to make
interceptions
a play
already
here.
in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones They find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45.
What?
That goes for a gain of 31.
Injuries are
There will
piling
always
up
be
now.
a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Running with Howard. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Exactly
Bounce
what they needed
runs
right
always
there,
burn
because
me.
they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Sucked up way too hard.
First down, pro science. And shedding through the tackle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
Wow,
Give
these
him
injuries
4
are
yards
really
there. It'll be
piling up
second
now.
and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to
crap.
break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now Balaj. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It
Almost
goes as
a
a gain of
freaking
8. It
run
moves the
defense.
chains.
I hope we give
Golly.
enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They run with Howard. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Now Howard.
Yep, just ran it right down my
And
freaking
now
throat.
Jordan Howard slow to get to his feet, so they will stop play here. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is caught.
How?
Touchdown, Bears.
How did nobody cover the tight ends?
His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up
Good
with
drive.
either with size,
Jammed it
speed,
right down my
or
throat.
maybe even just strength.
Parkey with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Ah, dang it.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here.
And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hodges. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Oh, I hit the wrong button.
Picked off.
Oh, my
Surprising to
gosh.
see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away at 2nd down.
That's on me. How did I mess that up? Dang it.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On 2nd and 10, gone. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
Not good.
Third and long. It's gone.
Nope.
And this is going to be incomplete. What
I
a
got
difference a
pressure
week
and
makes.
took my
Last
eyes off
week,
of where I
he
wanted
went
to go.
over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Taken in at the 22. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Alrighty.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Come on, are you freaking kidding me,
He's
man?
not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all
The deal with my
week,
quarterback,
saw
man.
how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Goff again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. Third down here.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Saints on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Goff. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here.
Has Madden decided I can't complete a pass tonight? I guess that's what we're doing tonight. No completed passes.
And make sure there's enough contact to force an
Defense is just all
Force an
over me.
incompletion and force another punt. Here comes the Saints punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Now, Barney! Hurry up, here we go!
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let this one go deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Go ahead, buddy.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Oh, good flop.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything good.
It got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Scott. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They run it again with Kamara. So a nice job to break the one tackle. And much daylight after that as he's brought down. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front.
extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Pick it off. Come on, man.
And his throw is incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, 4 down. Leopard! Leopard!
Balaj. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go now.
They'll set up a throw.
Ooh.
And that is incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. That's taken on the 25. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A 10th carry for Kamara. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
No. Crap. Now I got to take time out.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
I hope that doesn't come back to get me.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's got his man on the comeback.
Held on to it. All right.
The 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Goff now just 6 of 16 through the air, but he does have a 1st and 10 here. Here's Goff. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
But there's no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Goff. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
These guys are coming out of freaking nowhere.
This is knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers. You know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Getting frustrated.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And that one good for 16 yards and a 1st. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Goff now looks to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the Leonard Floyd. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Oh, boy.
The Saints on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Balazs. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
He'll drop to throw. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Edwards got 4 down. Check 31, check 31.
On the handoff, this is Posey's. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
After the interception, here's Goff. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
What a rough
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Back now at Soldier Field.
This Bears defense is all over me, man.
Their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th.
Here we go, guys. Here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw
Coming
the
down to the
football,
last
swings,
quarter.
slants,
See
quick
what
outs,
happens.
things that they consider safe.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Go side. 120.
They'll run. This is Kamara. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Cut. 180.
Here's Goff. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Goff now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Go, 12, go.
On the carry, this is Scott.
Oh my gosh, how did he come out of that?
40 to about the 38. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
I don't know how that happened, but I'll take it.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now Kamara. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Well, that didn't work, did it?
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Alright, let's see what happens.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
76.
Ooh, another blitz. Okay.
The busy night continues for Kamara. And that one blown
My
up
God.
quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play.
Defense is driving
and
me
it'll be 2nd and 12.
I have no answers.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On the counter, here's Kamara. And
Dang it, man.
In his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the gun, here's Goff. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty
Not
of being
good,
able to play
man.
zone defense when you can sit back and
Well,
see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now, because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Good catch.
And he's got his man on the out route. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They run it with Balaj. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw.
Oh my gosh, that should have been picked.
Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards through the air on a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Back to throw here. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Oh my God. My safety just stopped. What the?
Big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
That's a 92 overall safety.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this.
What is wrong with this game, man?
Game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he
Unfreaking believable.
They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the
I don't even know
rule,
what to say about some of the plays in this game.
Especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect
my
Banks
safety
having to
just
kick a longer
stopped.
one now?
Like he
Much more of a
literally
field goal
just
attempt.
stopped.
The defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down
Your
to the
defense
goal
is
line, you
stupid.
basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away
your-
and change a little bit
your-
of momentum,
your defense
boy
has
can
been
pick it up and
all
take it
over bothering me all game.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays. They're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Here's Goff now on second down. Over the middle, complete. That's Fitzgerald. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
No 0-0. I'm not saying that's the first time it's happened. God, you guys are all so negative. I just want
Time for a break.
to run far away from all of you. I know you don't know what I'm talking about, Smash. But the guys are in Discord just being like being their normal selves tonight.
First down carry. It's Kamara. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and fires him like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Again, it's Kamara. Look at the spin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Goff now to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee.
Your game smash. It's ugly on both sides.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Good game, buddy.
Win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Saints, they moved back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year.
Ugly.
And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the playoff game that never happened 2 seasons ago. See how terrible my injuries are going to be. Eesh. Not good. I guess. See y'all later.